Hey everybody, it's Tiesa in the kitchen. All right, I promised you all a video, so here we go. Just got back from the pool and I gotta make some jambalaya tonight, which is gonna be perfect because what I want to teach you is that fun little chef flippy thing that we always do, that everybody thinks is so hard. And with a little practice, you can do it without making a huge mess. And if you do make a huge mess with this technique, it's super easy to clean up. So how do you think about that? Okay, first of all, let's choose a pan, okay? I have a whole bunch of different cast iron pans, okay? These are my favorite pans, okay? And we want to choose the right size. This is like a Goldilocks situation where you want something that's gonna give you enough space that you can, work on your flip, without being too heavy and without things being too bunched up. So this is our smallest skillet, okay? This is not what you want to start with. You might think, oh, but it's smaller, it's not going to be as bad. This you are going to make a huge mess with if you try to start with that one. So we're going to set that one aside. This is our Mundo big skillet, okay? I love cooking. I do most of our cooking in the skillet. This sucker is heavy, really heavy. Like I can hold it in one hand, but not for very long. When I do a chef flip with this, it's usually two-handed like this, So you want to start out with something you can, do one-handed. This isn't it. We're going to set it aside. This is your Goldilocks. This is your just right pan, okay? This is our medium skillet that we use, and I cook a lot of our breakfasts in it and that kind of thing. And it's not so heavy that your arm's gonna wear out after the first flip or two. Has enough surface area that you can shake things around a little bit and really get used to how things are moving. So this is the pan I'm gonna teach you all with. So what are we going to flip in our pan that's not going to be so crazy? Can you guess? I'll give you a minute. Take a minute. Guess. If you guessed rice, you are correct. This is some brown rice that I plan on using in the jambalaya tonight. So no matter what happens, it's going to get used. So we're not wasting anything while we do this. So I'm going to pour that right into my pan. And you'll see it coats the bottom of the pan just perfect, okay? Now the cool thing about rice is if you spill it, it's really easy to pick up, see? And it moves really easily, really quickly. It has kind of the same dynamic as the fluid and other things. Plus, it's really easy to work with. You can shake it around a little bit to kind of get used to it, okay? Now the objective is you're kind of scooping, okay? Some people try to do this whole flip the pan up in the air thing. Small movements, okay? The smaller the better, see? Okay? Very small movements. It's a forward, backward movement, okay? Watch again. See? I only lost one little grain of rice that time. Okay, so that's what you want to practice with, okay? And pretty soon, you'll have the hang of it. All right, so the other thing about this is that you're looking for kind of a downward, upward movement as you go too. Because if you just go back and forth, it'll kind of come off the edge of the lip of the pan. See? Like that, if you just go back and forth. And that's just the dynamic of the pan. But to really get things moving up and over, which is what you want, because you want that, whatever you're cooking, you want it to fold over, so whatever's in the front of the pan comes to the back of the pan, okay? And to do that, you have to do that whole movement. And you need to control how hard you're pushing forward and back, okay? If you go too forceful, all this rice that you just flung up off the edge of the pan it's gonna come right at you and all over your floor. So really control things. Do it outside, okay? If you're worried about messing up your kitchen or accidentally stepping on grains of rice later on or something like that, do it outside. If the grains of rice fall down, they'll just biodegrade into the earth, give it some nutrients. But just don't be afraid. And after a while, you're gonna be able to do it no problem. All right, get in the kitchen, let's cook.